My first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
What's good? What's good, fam? What's good?
Yeah, what's up, man? Everything good?
Yes, sir. What's up with you, though?
Chilling, man. Making things happen.
All right. So, real quick, let me plug the joint right quick.
Sure. Trying
to keep a woman will cause you to lose her. So, I have two clips. They're basically the same two people. One is a part one is a part two. And this is I believe is a viral joint on Facebook and the gram. But we're gonna get into that. Let me shout out some people real quick. Uncle Guns was good with you, but did I donate though? Was good with you. Solid Scorpion was good. Who else we got? Unique 79. Renee P. Shout out to all the moderators, by the way. Monogamous Player was good. Navin R. Johnson. Bruce 2. Who else we got up in here? Corey was good with you, brother. CT, D's Nuts. Man, y'all with these names and shit. Joe Blast was good with you, man. What's up? If it isn't the bouncer / aviator, what's good with you, fam?
What up? What up?
What's up, J. Roman?
What's up? What's up?
All right, real quick. Alicia and Wrecked. No data. My bad. Wolf Wood. Gray, what's up? Tony Praying Mantis. Fucking names, man. That'd be killing me and shit. All right, man. So, again, and I don't know if you heard me say it a little while ago, J. Roman, but I'm going to show two videos in just a moment. Let me plug the joint. Trying to keep a woman will cause you to lose her. Let me just say this real quick. And this is what a lot of guys got to understand. When you're out here and you are meeting these women, rather. I don't care if you're just casually dating them, or if you're actually looking for a meaningful connection or a relationship even. At the end of the day, all you do is put your best foot forward, you kick it with the young lady, right? And if and when the situation arises where both of you are looking at the situation like you want to take it to the next step, then you have the appropriate conversation. But right. You never assume anything. One, never assume, like, let's say for the sake of argument, all you want is a sexual relationship, but yet you see the woman getting close to you. Never assume that she still looks at it as just a sexual relationship. Also, if you want something more than a sexual relationship because you catching feelings, never assume that your feelings are going to be reciprocated just because you have them. Right. Before we get into this, y'all want to speak on it?
I mean, you can't keep nothing. I mean, look, the whole idea of keeping something is is something that's like it's actually an illusion, right? Because we're all gonna die one day, right? So none of the shit that we think we own or possess are we going to be able to keep ultimately? I mean, you can't even keep, you grow, you change, you age, so you can't even keep the same body that you had from when you was a baby to when you was a teenager to when you was to this age, right? So what can you really keep? What are we really keeping? Everything is really just an experience.
It's temporary.
Yeah, everything is an experience for you to enjoy. Is temporary, and we have to come to terms with that in the beginning. And this is why we have to have a certain level of confidence, because to keep a woman is like, you now you're getting into attachment. Now you're getting into possessiveness. Now you're getting into control. Now you're getting into all these other territories of ideologies and thought that, like I said, is pretty much an illusion when it comes to this human experience. So what the statement to me really says, trying to keep a woman will cause you to lose her. What is really saying is that all of the ideologies behind keeping anything will have you ultimately lose it. And the sad part is you might not even understand the experience enough for you to fully enjoy and be grateful for what you not what you keep, but what you have in your life. You understand? Because to have something in your life and to keep something is two different things. You understand? Like I have, I have my shades. I have a ring on. I got this shirt on, right? I have it. Is there any guarantee that I'll have it next week or next month? Not necessarily. My this building that I live in could burn down while I'm away, and all these things could go up in smoke, literally. But what am I doing right now? I'm wearing it. I'm enjoying it. I'm representing myself in it. At least I'm on a show with it. So at least the image of me wearing this shirt can live on based on the work that I'm doing. And that's me taking full advantage and being grateful for something that I have in my life. But to say that I have it in my life doesn't mean that I possess it. Doesn't mean that I can keep it. Doesn't mean that I can, control and hold on to it and be attached to it. Is just to say, hey, it's here now, so enjoy it. It's here now, so be abundant, have an abundant mindset, and be positive, be joyous, and appreciate it. You understand? But you can't keep nothing. You understand? And that's if you thinking along those lines, you only gonna be coming up with insecurity.
Yeah. Jay Roman, before you jump in there, let me just say this real quick while it's on my mind. One of the things that I tell guys, and this is something that women can adhere to as well, when you're dealing with someone of the opposite sex, okay, you enjoy them, you enjoy the experience, you enjoy the time until it's no longer enjoyable for one or the both of y'all.
Right.
I hear people all the time, they say things like, oh, if we're in a relationship, instead of ending it, let's fix it. And my thing is, if you got to fix something, that implies that it's broken, okay? And what people have to understand is just because you were compatible at first doesn't mean you will be later on.
Right.
So sometimes instead of fixing something that's broken, you need to come to the realization that it's run its course, that the best days are all behind you, and move on. Jay Roman, you got it.
I'm looking at the word trying, and to me that seems like all you're going to do now is just reinforce the negative thoughts that she has of you, right? Because trying means that you guys are already past each other. So if you're trying to keep or trying not to lose her, that means you're already in this negative aspect. You're already in the behind the eight ball, as they say, and you're trying to maintain it, and you can't keep anybody.
Right.
And we all know that, but yet there's people that continue to be in relationships that really feel like they can keep that person. Like, you can't keep. She chooses to be there just like you choose to be there.
Facts.
I'm a little different than you, Zach, when it comes to when things are broken in a relationship. I feel like there is times when people get off of what they used to do, or they stop doing the things, and they can correct themselves. But I don't think you stay there forever for this correction. And I think you always understand that, hey, if this don't work, then hey, it is what it is. You know, we like you said, it's run its course.
Well,
You
let me
know,
say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. I just want to say this real quick. My bad, J. I'm passing right back to you.
Mhm.
I just want to say this. I just want to clarify something. When I say it's broken, I'm talking about where you start talking to each other crazy, it's disrespectful.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking when you get to that point. But go ahead, you got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't get to that point. We don't do crazy talk.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah. So, but yeah. When somebody disrespecting you, calling out your name, yeah, it's time to go, because after that, any other person did it, them fists would be flying, and you can't do that. So yeah, you know, get yourself in a better position. But you know, if you guys are in a relationship, and I only talk to the cats that's in a relationship, because I feel like there's two different tries, as you will say, right? Like trying to keep her. Well, I ain't gonna try to keep you because you should want to be here. That's
Exactly.
different.
Yep.
Now, as far as us working together to better our relationship, that's something different. And we can't really work together. All I can do is improve myself for whatever I need to do, and you can improve yourself whatever you need to do.
Mhm.
You know, I hate when like, oh, are we gonna work together on this? Are we gonna? No, we can't do that. You do the work to better yourself. If you feel like you're lacking in the relationship, take on the task that you can do. I'll take on the task that I can do, and they should not have nothing to do with each other, because I'm going to do it for me on the type of person I want to represent in this relationship, and you got to do the same thing for you. And I feel like, you know, I'll go back again, that word try, Zag, you know, you're an expert at these titles, because that just kind of gives it away that this dude is already behind the 8 ball if he's trying not to lose a girl.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
So we're gonna hop off into it real quick. Phone lines are open, right?
No, I want to try to get through the videos first.
All right, so okay, let me take that down. So we'll put up the phone line in a minute, y'all. But if you got a question, put a Q in the chat, followed by your question.
Yeah.
Depending on your question, we'll try and get to it. If it's a real question, we will get to it. If it's some goofy shit, we might skip over your ass. I'm just letting you know.
You know, it's funny. It's funny because when you got like videos and clips to go through, everybody want to fucking call in. But when we just discussing the topic, don't nobody want to fucking call in. It's weird. So I'm gonna just leave the phone lines off. Then when we done getting through the shit, then you know we could do it.
All right, so let's go ahead and add this there, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Are you serious? That's not how a wholesome woman's supposed to be.
A wholesome woman?
Oh my God.
Out of here. Like what?
When I met you, that's not how you was. You told me that you was a good woman. All right.
Good. Let me say that. Let me say this. I gotta stop it. Gentlemen, the problem with a lot of guys like this guy, when he heard the words, "You told me you were a good woman," he automatically equated that with sex.
Mm-hmm.
He automatically equated that with virtue, right? So what happens is almost as if nothing else of her character or personality matters. As long as she comes across like a virtuous woman, a good girl who doesn't get down like that, guys focus too much on that. And when you do that, you're not paying attention to all the other things you should be paying attention to, right? So you can see if this woman is actually a good fit for you, right? A lot of guys, you want your insecurities massaged. You know, I'm worried about being cheated on. I'm worried about a woman being disloyal. So if I get the notion that she's not, everything is all good with the world. Everything is all right with the world as long as that exists. I got something y'all want to add before I start it again?
Yeah, shout out to Renee P for putting the copyright disclaimer in the chat. Appreciate it.
Right. Let's get back into this shit.
Cook for you. I do everything you asked me for. Like anytime you want a bill paid.
We are not married. We are not married. And here you go.
You supposed to date with intentions of being married.
All the things you want to do. You the one who jump and do those things.
Are you serious? No, you asked me to do them.
Okay.
And now you're going out tonight.
And you do them.
So are you going?
You don't have to.
Who are you going out with? Because it's not me. You call me over here. It's not me.
That's none of your business.
I brought gifts and everything for you upstairs.
I could tell by listening to the voice.
Because you're going out with another guy.
You see, stop it right there. I could literally tell by the cadence in this nigga voice that, like, from the cadence in his voice, I could see why this chick don't treat him like a fucking man. Do you hear this nigga talking about, but you're going out with another guy?
Like he's whining. He's like a petulant child. But you said you were gonna buy me that.
Nigga, let me tell you something. I really don't like these videos because in my perspective, I think that a lot of young men are gonna see videos like this and think that it makes sense for a man to argue with a woman especially on camera. I don't argue with women, period. But because they keep recording everything, these young men are gonna grow up thinking that this is the way we supposed to be in relationships, my nigga. Like, you're not, guys, I'm so serious. You are not supposed to argue with women. I don't know how else to say this. Now, you can have a discussion with a woman. You can provide clarity for your woman. She can come to you with a question and you can explain something to her. Or if she sees something that you didn't notice, she can respectfully bring it to your attention and y'all have what's called a discussion. But this argument shit, but why? And what are you doing? And I don't understand. And why are you treating me like this? And why would you do this to me? And you starting to sound like the bitch.
Worse.
And you know what's so crazy? He is trying to get her to feel emotional like he is. And the thing is, like, I learned a long time ago, right? Anybody in this situation that's getting recorded, they're gonna buck up first, right? It don't matter if inside she's like, "Oh, I fucked up," right? It doesn't even matter if that's what she's feeling inside right now.
Right?
You're getting recorded, so you're gonna be whatever, man.
Because
you do.
It's a function of embarrassment,
right? So I'm gonna act like you're the one. No, I didn't say anything different. You did everything for me because you just wanted to, or whatever the reasoning is in that moment. And it just makes him look 10 times even worse because he's allowing it. I'm with Miles on these. Like, I get, first of all, when I see these, I automatically think they're fake because I can't believe a dude is just sitting here recording the BS that he's hearing out of her mouth, right? First of all, for the public to see. If this even happened to me, nobody would ever see it or hear it. Right, I would learn from it. I would dissect it, and I would be out better. Then on top of that, you're expecting him to be like, "Oh, okay, conversation's over. I'll get my stuff. I'll go." Like, what is there to talk about? Yo. If I feel like you're out of bounds of whatever we got going on, and you sitting here telling me like, "No, that's just the way you feel." Oh, okay, thank you. Boom, let me get my stuff. I'm gone. It'll be a short video.
Yo. I want to say something too. The reason why men behaving this way is such a mistake is because I tell you guys all the time, a man is always leading, and nobody's gonna agree with me, but I assure you, the way that these women, quote unquote, the way these modern women be treating these men in these videos is a direct result of how these niggas act.
No, I agree with that.
Yep.
Because let me tell you something. A woman wouldn't even have the opportunity to be disrespectful to me. Because once I realize, let's just say I did turn on the camera, it would literally just be, "So that's what we're gonna do?" And then she said, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna do." And then I'd be like, "All right, peace." And then the camera would just follow me out to my fucking car.
Hey, you have a good life, lady.
And that's it. That's it. Like what are we? All this back and forth. Like, what are we?
That's not how men behave, bro. And let me just say this real quick. I have no respect for guys that record these types of videos. Number one, you a bitch ass nigga. That's number one for even recording it. But to upload it in the internet for fucking empathy, sympathy, and compassion, bro, there's something wrong with men today to do this type of shit.
I'm telling you.
Like Again, this is no different than guys who catch their girl cheating and they be questioning her. So why you do that? What difference does it make why she did it? If it's a deal breaker, it's over.
It's done.
There's nothing to argue. When you get fired from a job, do they argue with you? Do they sit there and sit you down in a room try to explain to you? No, they fire your ass, and then the security come escort your ass out the motherfucking door. They ain't sitting there trying to argue with you and hash it out with you. We're done with you. Bye. Go. So let's continue this shit, man. And now remember, there's a part 2.
What? It's giving
Why am I not good enough?
You're trying
I see that shit.
Oh, shit.
Y'all heard that shit? Why am I not good? Gentlemen. This is, it's incumbent upon you to listen what the fuck I'm about to say. Gentlemen, when you're dealing with women, I don't care if it's a casual situation or a relationship, you're always managing the situation.
Facts.
Part of managing a situation is policing your emotions, watching yourself, making sure you don't do goofy shit. I tell you guys all the time, one of the biggest mistakes that people make, both men and women make this common mistake. When you allow your feelings and your emotions to dictate your actions, right? Meaning when you find yourself mainly motivated to try and get into a relationship with somebody because of your feelings and your emotions, you will be betrayed by your feelings and emotions. You have to take your feelings, your emotions, put them to the side. Take the fact that the girl is cute, put it to the side. Take the sex out of it, put it to the side. Now ask yourself, does it make sense for this woman to have the girlfriend label? Say label, the wife. When you take all but real quick, when you take all of that superficial shit and you put it to the side, from a pragmatic point of view, what is this woman bringing to your life that warrants you paying bills, buying gifts? What is she doing?
Right.
AJ Roman.
Well, no. I want you to get into the mind of a sucker. Like I hear what you're saying, Zach. We all can agree, but in the mind of a sucker, they're emotional, right? So you could take away that beauty, you could take away that stuff. They got an emotional tie right now because of history and what was our show last week, where it's just easier to lie to myself. It's comfort in that, and that's where they reside at. That's where it's harder to leave because of the emotional. And then some of them just got that whack pride, and I call it whack pride because pride ain't bad, but the pride that you just don't want somebody to leave you. Like like what does that look like? Like nah, like you got to let it go. And so you're thinking, even in your explanation, is too rational, Zach. Your game is, you got that glow with you right now. Let yourself, like you're glowing right now, and it's hard for you to think past the sucker because the sucker don't care that she's not beautiful anymore. The sucker don't care that she don't do these things anymore. All he cares is about that he got a woman on his side and that they're emotionally attached, and she's supposed to be all about me. And hey, this is my woman. Yeah, that's it. And when she starts to walk away, he could have told himself 1,000 times, I don't want her. But if she decides to walk away, all of a sudden, hold on, what you mean? What you mean you gonna you walk away for all the, what about the years we've been together?
That shit. All right, man, let's continue. There's a little bit left, and we're gonna jump to part 2.
Why am I not good enough? Control you. You ask me for these things, and I do it for you.
You're not good.
Okay, so that's part 1.
Yo, he sound like his neck is doing this shit. Why am I not good enough?
I was about to say this must be from Atlanta.
Yeah, yes, it could be.
He sound like one of them sassy niggas they be talking about.
Oh no, he definitely is a sassy ass nigga, though. He one of them. He definitely one of them. So
I don't even like using that word.
I don't even like using it neither, but
yeah, like I'm good on the word.
So here's part 2, man. Let's go.
Because if I was good enough, you wouldn't be with 3, 4, 5 other guys.
I should be able to date whoever I want.
That's how people get diseases.
Oh my God, you hear this nigga?
What is funny? Like, for real, you gonna laugh at me now? You don't take me serious.
Okay. No, she don't take you serious. Go ahead, Miles.
Fuck this. She did this skit with her gay best friend, my nigga. I can't do this. There's no way. There's no way that this nigga's hitting this. There's no way these two are having sex, bro. She did this skit with her gay best friend, nigga. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
How you get diseases? What's the matter with you?
I didn't spent my time in Suckerville. You know, I've always admitted that, but I ain't never picked up residence there and got mail there. All right, like this is a little too much.
Yo,
you know, I done some things. This is a little too much right here.
oh my god.
So just for all the guys listening,
That's how you get diseases.
this is not how men behave.
Yo.
Men don't do this shit. He's literally and I know someone in the chat, they said something about if it is fake, it doesn't matter. Okay, here's the reality about skits, right? Or if these videos on the internet, okay, it's either real shit or it's fake shit, basically interpreting life, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people do. People know on the internet, oh, let me put some shit out there that people really can't stand in real life. And let me just make a skit. And I know the video is gonna go viral. And let me say this.
Hold on real quick. Shout out to Steve the Dean, the man mindset in the chat real quick.
What up, dog? All right. So what happens is right? And I lost my train of thought. God damn it.
Them
Bro.
sucker comments ain't fake too.
You said, let me say this. You said, let me say this.
The comments. So when you go to Instagram, I didn't see any woman that had a problem with this. Not a single one, right? But I saw, but now some dudes think like us. They get it. They understand like this dude tripping, right? There was a bunch of other dudes that was like, I hope dude didn't spend no money. Let me say this about spending money. Even if you're not in a relationship with a woman and you guys are just dating, guys, it's okay to spend money. It's okay. The problem comes when you spend money and you feel entitled to the woman. You feel like you possess her now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you spent some money, right? No, right? You're not entitled to her. She doesn't owe you anything. Because what did he say? I paid your bills. I bought this. And he thinks because I did all these things for you, you owe me. And you owe me loyalty now. Okay, you owe me fidelity. You owe me your body. No other guy should be able to touch you now but me because I bought you some shit. You know what I'm saying? Gentlemen, I hate to tell you it don't work that way. Let me just say this, and I'll pass it to you guys before we finish. You can't buy respect. You can't buy loyalty. You can't buy submission.
Right.
You can't buy love. Now, what you can do is purchase cooperation. Okay? But understand that you purchasing that cooperation is only as strong as the money you're spending. Understand that. All right, y'all good? Y'all gonna start it again?
Yeah, yes. You good.
Right.
You don't take me serious. Like, that's nasty. You are the only girl that I'm with.
Listen to you.
What? I sound like a man who loves somebody. I love you.
Just a date.
Just a date. You're not supposed to be.
I'm gonna walk down the aisle with him. It's a date.
How can you go on a date with somebody else if you're dating me?
Easy. Do I just go? Like, I'm dating you. I'm dating.
Well, I'm like one quick thing. Like, okay, you in this situation, and you're going down. You're down sliding, right? She has said too many key words and done too many key things where you would just automatically stop and correct yourself. Like, oh, you know what? I'm sounding like a sucker right now. Good day.
Good day.
You're right. She done laughed in your face. She just said, I didn't ask for none of that. You know, she done did so many things, and then she goes, easy. I can go out with other people. You act like I'm going to marry the guy. Like, no. Right then, you should be like, you know what? My bad. This ain't. I didn't turn down to the alley of Suckerville. Let me get back on the main street and get to rolling.
So let me say this real quick. And this applies to both men and women, but this is really for you guys, being that we trying to holler at y'all and get at y'all about how to conduct yourself as motherfucking men. If you're dealing with someone of the opposite sex, you guys are dating, seeing each other, what have you, just because you start catching feelings for them doesn't mean they are supposed to give you back the same type of energy you putting out there. Nobody's obligated to love you niggas. Okay, I know you don't like to hear that shit. Women are not obligated to love you just because you fall in love with them. Which, just as a man, that don't even sound right. Like falling in love, that don't even sound right, right? But my thing is this: And here's the thing, right? Let me just say that I'm gonna tell a real quick story. Many years ago, I was dealing with this chick. I was a side dude, right? And if you deal with anybody long enough, okay, we're all human, we're all susceptible to kind of let shit, get out of hand. So I'm dealing with this chick, and we dealing with each other, and I started to catch feelings for her, and I had to catch myself. I'm like, whoa, because one of the things that I do now, if I'm a side dude, there's no way I can date that woman seriously. She's creeping on a man, right? But my thing is, I started to get these feelings. Now, it wasn't love, but I started to get these damn feelings. I started to care more than I should have, considering what was going on between us. So I had to catch myself, and I had to pull back. I had to pull myself back from the situation, right? And sometimes as a man, when you're dealing with women and you don't want this woman past just sex, she might catch feelings, right? And when you see her catching feelings, it's incumbent upon you to just reiterate to her what this shit is. Let her know the assignment, like, hey, you know what it is, right? Because I've literally had chicks that told me they was falling in love with me, and I told them, I don't feel the same. I literally told them, I don't feel the same.
Right.
You can't have me. Like, I literally had to tell the chick, you can't have me. We will never be in a relationship. So if you want to have those feelings, have those feelings. But the moment you start tripping on me with those feelings, you got to fucking go. So you need to manage and maintain those feelings that you have. But the moment I see they're getting out of hand, I got to cut you loose. So as a man, the opposite is true. If you see yourself getting out of hand, police yourself and remove yourself from that situation. This guy here, obviously he's in a little too deep, right? So instead of browbeating her and trying to chastise her, right, he needs to remove himself from the situation, but like, you know what, girl, it's been fun, but I'm a little too emotional about you. I got to bounce.
Right.
All right, y'all got something y'all want to add before I finish this shit off?
Man, and you might not even want to tell her that you emotional about it. Just bounce.
Yeah, just bounce. Yeah, you ain't even got to say all of that, because I know I didn't, but sometimes you just got to, let me just dip, let me ghost her. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get up out of there. You ain't necessarily got to sit down. I know you got a man. I knew that going in, but girl, I think I'm falling for you, girl. I might have to leave you alone because these feelings, you ain't got to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Miles said, just dip.
Something you said earlier about being a side dude, it just made me kind of think, like, I always believe I'm the side dude, no matter what, because she's going to choose her and take care of her, right? Until she's under my tutelage, my program, whatever we got going on. So until she submits to that, then that means there's other influences around her, which makes me the side dude no matter what. Because if I'm not the main person influencing her, then you're kind of like the side dude.
That's kind of that's a good point that you're making. I see what you're saying. Because if your influence ain't the only influence, her mind could always be taken in multiple directions where she ain't following the situation like you need her to. I get you with that.
Yep.
Let's finish this shit off, man, so we can get to these calls.
Dating him, I'm dating Rob. I'm dating. What?
My mom told me about you, man. And I tried to tell her that you was not that type, but she said you look like that type.
Okay, hold on. Let me say this. And I hope one of my clients is listening, because I need you to listen. Do y'all know how dumb it is? And I got to use the word dumb. That's my personal opinion. Don't take offense to it, but if you are offended, it's cool. I ain't tripping. Do you know how dumb it is to introduce a woman to your peoples, and that ain't even your girl like that?
Right.
It's just a woman that you dating. Let me just say this, gentlemen, and this is the mistake that some guys make. I've never had a woman that I was dealing with who wanted to be my girlfriend never come up to me. Every woman who wanted to be with me in a relationship always expressed that verbally. Always. So if a woman isn't telling you shit like, I think I'm falling in love with you, we've been chilling for a while, what are we exactly? What is this thing that we're doing? Or if she isn't flat out telling you, hey, I know you said when we first met that you weren't looking for anything serious, but I'm falling in love with you, and I just want to know, have you ever considered us being in a relationship? If women ain't talking to you like that, chances are they don't want to be with you in a monogamy-oriented, sexually exclusive relationship. Exactly. You have to have that discussion. Never assume it. I got something y'all want to say, man?
And I say let the woman bring it up too.
Facts.
I mean, unless you have a specific plan or a specific thing you trying to do, you gotta let the woman bring it up, because again, as men, we're not supposed to be attached, and we're supposed to be enjoying ourselves at all time. So if you got a chick on the team and it's enjoyable, you shouldn't be in any rush to put a label on it or to change it or to establish anything. Because check this out. If you want to talk about establishing and being official, if you're not established and moving official on your own accord, like, you really don't deserve no woman. Like, you're not supposed to be in no relationship if you're not official and established in your own right as a man. You see what I'm saying? And the problem is, a lot of these niggas, especially the guys who want to bring it up first. Like, so what are we? Imagine a nigga saying that to the woman. So what are we?
That's some
what are we doing? Like, it makes you sound needy, bro.
Well, not only that, but it shows you were never leading.
Exactly.
Because if you were leading, what it is you got going on with her, and she would know that if I want him beyond someone I'm just casually dating, I gotta either campaign and audition, you know what I'm saying, for that role that I want in his life, or I gotta go to him and speak to him and let him know what it is I desire from him. Exactly. And either he gonna, you know what I'm saying, honor me with that shit. Because women, it is an honor. Now, for these weak ass niggas, maybe it's not, but when you're dealing with a real nigga, it's most definitely an honor for a man to say, "You my woman." Right. Don't get it twisted out this motherfucker.
Talking about what are we? Like, you don't know what you are.
And I want guys to be cautious of understanding the difference between them asking, "Are we sexually exclusive?" compared to, "Hey, can I work to be your woman?" That's a totally different thing, because them asking sexually exclusivity doesn't mean per se that she wants to act like or be your lady.
Right.
There we go. So let's finish out this shit. Let me go ahead. You can do the phone lines whenever you get ready. We got a couple of seconds, Miles.
Okay.
All right.
You're embarrassing me. You know that? What if a friend or a family member see you out here with a... Because if I was good enough, you wouldn't be with 3, 4...
Okay, all right, that's it. Yo, man.
You see, you notice too, he talking about what if a family member see you out there? He care about what other niggas think. That's how you know he insecure.
Yeah. See, and I'm glad you said that, because I think it was it the realist? I think it was him when he used to call up. He used to always say, "I don't want to date a girl where other guys was smashing that I might know, because somebody might see me with her and say something about me, about my choice and who I'm dating." And see, and if you go back to what he said earlier, he said, "You told me you were a good girl." Then he said, "My mama warned me about you," right? Now he's saying, what if people see you? So all of those things are interconnected. You know what I'm saying? You had me believing, even though, see, gentlemen, just because a woman is dating you and other men, that doesn't make her a bad woman, okay? Just because, even if a woman is only dating you and no one else, that doesn't make her a good woman either. You know, gentlemen, I need you guys to understand this. If you're dealing with a woman who's not seeing anyone else but you, or she's dating other guys outside of you, that has nothing to do with you. And it has nothing to do with her character as far as her being a good or a bad woman. She's just a single woman enjoying herself. Right. I don't see an issue with that. So again, and what he did is what most guys do. Not only did he shower her with gifts, because he said earlier in the first part, he said, "I got some gifts that I bought over here," right? He's paying bills for her. Earlier he said, "Oh, there's another part. Do y'all want to play the other part? There's like another slight part. Or y'all want to just go ahead?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so let me share it again. There's a part I forgot, and I don't want to say what he says. I just want y'all to hear it. Okay, where is it at? Is it right here? Yeah, right. Okay, let me throw right.
With another guy. No, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm I have a job. I go to work. I have my own companies. I take care of you. How am I? What do these other guys do for you?
Yo, this Nick. Oh my God.
Your nails are done because of me. Look, y'all. Y'all see her nails? I got
Look, y'all.
Y'all see this shit? See, guys,
Look at her face.
She thinks he's a clown.
Yo.
and this is why guys are mad. I'm gonna take a shot at the passport bros. This is why I say get your passport. Look at how these Western women are, and she's not doing anything, right? The problem is this is what he thought. If I shower her with affection, right? If I show her that I got her back, that I'm willing to do all these things for her, she will show me a debt of gratitude. She will be appreciative of it, and she will show me reciprocity. She'll see that I care about her, because he mentioned the other guys. They're just degrading you. Do y'all want to know what he meant? I'm gonna tell you what he meant by that. He says they're just fucking you. They're not doing anything for you. I'm doing stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? They're just fucking you and leaving you alone. I'm doing everything for you. And this is what guys think. If I spend all this money and I do all these things for this woman, she owes me, right? And not only did he do that shit to win her affection, but he's doing that shit to keep her in pocket, to keep her there, right? So when I say trying to keep a woman will cause you to lose her, now what he's showing her is he's an insecure guy who is not a self-assured man and who has esteem issues. Not only that, but he cares what other people think.
Exactly.
Women, I'm telling you right now, if you're dealing with a man who's overly concerned with what other people think, he's a detriment to you. He's a detriment. And the fact that he threw in her face, my mother told me about you. See, that was a shaming tactic. Any man who would do that is a detriment to you. Let me finish it out and throw this number up there.
With another guy.
Done though. What?
That looks done to me.
It don't to me.
You broke them off. I just got them done last.
That's enough of that shit. Okay.
She said they are not done. So that whole complaint that he was going through, he mentioned the nails. She laughs, looks at the nails and say, well, they're not done. You didn't finish them.
And I guarantee you, he gonna go get them done again if he didn't already. So the number, guys, is 919-647-9392.
Here we go. All right, we got 718. You on live with K-Zag, J. Roman, and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, Miles, K-Zag, and J. Roman, how you doing?
What's
Moses,
up, man?
man.
Moses, what's going on with you? Moses, can you hear everybody on the panel? Say something, Zach.
They didn't speak.
What up? Can you hear us?
Yeah, K-Zag, I hear you.
Okay.
All right. This is J. Roman. You got me? You hear me?
Can you hear J. Roman?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, perfect. We just want to make sure. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, I wasn't going to call in, but, it's been a long time since I called in because, I was too busy studying the game. But let me tell you this. The video that you showed, if that idiot would have understood something called the vetting process, this would have never happened. Because let me tell you something. A woman, shout out to Steve the Dean, when y'all was in a panel with Lucario, I think it was a couple years ago, when I was new in the game. And when Steve the Dean said, a woman can only do what you allow her to do. Obviously, if he was leading that woman, this would have never happened in the first place. Secondly, there was probably red flags. Now who's to know? Because I'm not around him. I don't know him personally, but I know for a fact, and you guys know for a fact that there had to be red flags that the woman was displaying that he wasn't paying attention to.
Right. Because
if he knew about the red flags and he knew about the vetting process, he would have never been in this situation in the first place.
Well, Moses, Moses, this is what I will say. He's the red flag. Okay. And what I mean by that is, and shout out to Miles and Lucario, because they're the ones who, was talking about the vetting process. Not everybody and their mama is doing it without giving them proper credit attribution. That's another story. But let me just say this. I don't think she did anything wrong. Okay. The problem is, this is the problem. The problem is he probably heard what his mama told him, how you should spoil your women and dote on women and treat women like this and do this. And then, of course, you got women on the internet who said, I want a man who got some money, he's a provider, he's gonna take care of me. So he probably listened to all these different things that society says a man should do for a woman, but the one person he failed to listen to was himself. Okay, meaning, is this woman, has she earned these things that you are doing? Right? The problem with guys, they do shit on the front end.
Right.
And they hope that they are repaid on the back end. The woman looking at him like, I ain't got to do nothing for it. All I got to do is look cute and fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally treating me like a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? All I got to do is look cute and fuck him. Because I guarantee you, if you asked him, say, bro, what value is she bringing to your life that didn't exist before she got there? He couldn't answer that question.
Well, Zach, a lot of guys will make up some stuff that's not really valuable, right? Just to make themselves feel better. I think the issue here lies with the fact that a lot of guys believe they do have a vetting process. A lot of guys believe they do have this period where they're looking at him. I'm quite sure his mother was one of them, right? I took you to my mom. She told me to watch out for you. I didn't listen to that, but that's part of my vetting process. We had long conversations. You told me you were a good girl. You know, I find out in my head that you're not, but that's part of my vetting process. The thing is, a lot of these guys believe they have some sort of process to pick these women, and really they don't. But they lie to themselves like they do, and they never learn from it, or never go to consult anybody with some game to say, hey, I thought I had a vetting process. How do I do it properly? I understand I do need to vet, but how do I do it in a way that's going to give me better results than I'm getting now? And I think that's where the gap is at with a lot of gentlemen, to just admit that, yeah, you may know a lot of the plays or know a lot of things to do, but you don't know exactly how to run it.
Right.
Admit that you don't know how to run it and learn how to run it.
You know what it is, Jay Roman? Real quick, Moses. You know what it is? This is his vetting process. Think about what he said. You told me you were a good girl. He thought she was a virtuous good girl who did not sleep around.
Right.
The moment he thought he was prioritized in her life and that he was the only one smashing, that's all he needed to know. And he was going to give her the world on the strength of him believing that, oh, she's the type of girl that doesn't entertain other men at the same time. He just assumed that. She never said that I didn't do that. He just assumed that because he said, oh, I'm a good girl. Okay, what does that even mean? Right? I don't know what the fuck that even means, right? But his vetting process was, I'm the only guy having sex with her? Oh, cool. I can make her my girl now. This is why when you hear these dudes talk about the body count, parabon, and all this goofy shit, that's all they really want. If they can find a woman that they believe is not having sex with nobody else but them, these guys are ready to get married tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all got it.
All right, Moses. So, any other questions? Anything else you want to say?
I also wanted to say that's a good point y'all made, because what happened is that now on the flip side, that who's to know? Maybe that girl, if he was leading as a man and he was up on game, maybe that woman probably would have had higher interest in him. Who's to know? But the last thing I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off of here. The thing I want to say is this. That exactly, you bung that up. Now I hear this a lot. Not to say I hear it, but the guys tell me this a lot. Like, yo, the girls they dealing with, they say, she's a good girl. I'm not out. She's not out here smashing like that. This is the way women manipulate men, because she's putting that front for you. So just because a woman is not smashing you, that doesn't mean she's smashing another dude. Now ask me, how do I know? Want to know how I know? Because I have experience. I've been in these situations plenty of times. Shout out to the Bad Boys membership. So thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Moses.
All right.
Hey, thanks for the call, brother. All right. Hey, guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392.
All right, so we got a question. So BP says, a woman I know ghosts me without a reason. Congratulations. I met her 2 days ago. Really, bro? You really gonna ask a question about a chick you made 48 hours ago? I met her 2 days ago, and she told me she ghosted me because her friend. Did you ask her? Because you said a woman I know ghosts me without a reason. So now you're giving a reason. So did you ask her? So how come you're not returning my calls, bro? Call in, because her friend told her she saw me talking to other women. Should I charge her or keep her? Bro,
Keep her.
are you serious? Bro, are you serious?
Yeah, he needs to call in.
You know what? Sometimes we do these shows and these questions right here. Like, please be under the age of 25 for this question.
It's okay, man. I got to go into the next one. Fuck it. So he says, when is it okay for a man to express his feelings on a topic in a conversation, or men should ever use the word feel? But you got to elaborate. Do you mean your feelings to?
I mean, the bottom line with that is a man should say I think. You know, you really shouldn't be saying I feel. But anyway, yeah, 491. We you are with K Zaggin, J Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hi, I'm Ivan from Germany.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a question, like a situation.
Let's get your age at least.
Yeah, I'm 25. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
I'm 25. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I have something that happened yesterday, and I wanted to know if it also happens to you guys. So I was in a club, and this girl tried to touch me, like without my consent, kind of. And the thing is, I tried to kiss her while we were dancing, and she was touching me. She refused to kiss me, but she was still touching me, like.
I mean, were you drinking that night? It could be that your breath was stinking. She didn't want to kiss you. I mean, that does happen. You know.
I had a chewing gum. I'm always clean, so no.
So
even talk somehow. We were like talking, and I was like, "Do you want to go to my place?" Because she said she wanted to like have fun. I was like, "Yeah, me too." So I was like, "Okay, you want to go to my place?" And she was like, "No," but she still wanted. She was still touching me. I was like, okay, I'm going. I'm out of this.
Okay. Call her. Where was she touching you at?
My penis.
Oh, she was grabbing on it?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. And
okay.
she put her hand in my pants. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, she put it. Okay. All right. Well. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. And I want you to listen and other guys to listen. Right. Just because a woman is touching you in that way doesn't mean she actually wants to fuck with you. There are women who get a kick out of turning guys on. No, she could be just a tease. You know, there are women who literally do that. You know what I'm saying? So if the moment she started, number one, the moment she reached for my shit, I would have told her, hey, if you touch that motherfucker, you sucking it. You know what I'm saying? I would have told her.
Touch me and I'll touch you back.
Yeah, you ain't finna cop no free fills over here, right? So I want to let her know, like, if you handle that shit, you're gonna get handled, right? So if she would have refused, she was like, no, I don't want to leave, I don't want to have sex. I'd be like, all right, then I would have moved her out the way. Nah, you ain't touching this shit, right? So, but I understand what you were doing. You're still, relatively young, but again, once you asked her to leave with you and she said no, that's when you should have known. All right, she's just playing with me. She ain't really serious about fucking, right? Y'all got it, man.
And she said she wanted to have fun, but she didn't say she wanted to have fun with you. Right? She says I want to have fun, but she can say, hey, I want to have. She was feeling on you. She was rubbing on you. Maybe she thought you looked really good, and that's what her fun was. She was going to go back home. That was it.
When she started rubbing on you, what exactly did you say, caller?
I was like, so what are you trying to do? She was like, I'm a player. I like playing. I was like, okay, cool. I like playing too. So I was like, what you trying to do now? And she was like, I'm just want to have fun. I was like, okay, me too. And then she was like, what do you want to do? And I told her I want to fuck her ass.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, you're a bad guy. I said, yeah, I am. So are we going? She said no. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay. So, So what's the question?
And when I left her, she kept following me. So that was weird.
She kept following you like how?
Like I went to another place in the clubs because there was like two rooms, one for hip hop and one for Afro music. I went in the Afro room and she followed me there, and she was with her friend. And I was like, what? It made no sense.
Well, are you sure that she wasn't gonna go to that place already where her friends are already there?
No, because she got inside. Since I'm a black guy, so she's a white woman, and there's not a lot of black guys in like where I live. So and when she got like in the place where there's Afro music, I saw her face, and her friend's face was like, "Nah, the music is not our thing." And they went outside straight after.
Oh, was she drunk?
So I knew she was following.
Thank you, Miles. I was going with her.
That's the thing.
Say it again.
And she wasn't, and she tried to choke me too when we were dancing. Like we were heavily grinding and stuff. She tried to choke me. I slapped her hand, then I choked her. I was like,
oh yeah, she was playing. She was teasing. She was having a good time in her eyes.
Yeah, you were a fetish for the moment.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, don't get too caught up in that. Just a real quick story so I can illustrate my point to you, caller. One time I was in a line to get into this club years ago, and I had a friend that was in a line, and this young lady just walked. We were close to the front. This lady walks up to him, starts talking to him. She reaches her hand in his pants and grabs his shit, and he let her in front of him. The only reason she grabbed his shit was to cut in front of him. That was the only reason. So as soon as we get in the club, he thinking he gonna get something popping with her for the night. He couldn't find that chick. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the night. She was gone, right? But my point is, sometimes women just do shit and it defies reason. It don't have to make sense. Just understand that if a woman is being sexual towards you and you're interested in her in that way, immediately express your desire verbally.
Mm-hmm.
If her response isn't favorable, get her out the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, when you went to the other room, there's no need to even notice her. You're on having a good time, meeting and greeting other people. That's done.
Actually, I had a good time.
Yeah. So
did you want to make out with her?
I did. When we were grinding, I was like, yeah.
When you all right, so while you guys were dancing and grinding, you started kissing her?
Yeah. I tried to. She backed up her head, and then I asked, "Are you single?" She said, "Are you like with your boyfriend?" And she said, "No, I'm single for life." I'm like, "Okay."
Wait. Did you make out with her? Yes, or did you try to? Which one?
No. I tried to make up, but no, we didn't.
So from that, okay, you see, this is the part where you guys lose focus very easily, because this woman is paying you attention, and somewhere along the way that was good enough for you. But what you really wanted to do was make out with her and take her back to your place, yes?
True.
And you didn't focus on that. You focused on the attention that she was giving you then. You followed her lead.
You're right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the main point. As soon as I tried to lean in for the kiss or tried to make out and then she pulled back, I would have been like, all right, bitch, get up off of me. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I think that took time. You're right.
No, you didn't. You didn't. Because the time that you allowed her to continue to fuck with you is all her time.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, Zach. You see, here's the problem with a lot of you dudes, man. You love to fucking justify shit. Because I tell you, you should have told her to get up off of me. You're talking about you did it. No, you didn't. Because when I say, as soon as I notice what I said, as soon as I tried to move in for a kiss or escalate the situation, and she told me that she was non-compliant, in that moment, no second further, my friend, would she be able to use me for attention. Do you understand that, caller?
Yeah. I
so did you do that or did you not?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Exactly. So stop trying to come up with these fucking excuses. Like, remember, you called us for advice. So obviously you fucked up.
I did fucked up.
So to Miles's point, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. So the fact that she just came up, to me, I'm not cool with a woman just walking up to me and grabbing my shit. Because I'm gonna look at her like, oh, wait. Because I'm number one, I need to make sure she's even worthy. You know what I'm saying? To touch my shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if she's trying to grab on me and touch on me in a sexual way, again, I'm trying to fuck if that's what you're trying to do. If I'm attracted to you in that way, you just can't come grabbing my shit just because you want to grab my shit. So to Miles's point, once she started grabbing, so she grabbed you first. She just walked up to you and started grabbing your shit?
We were dancing, and then when I tried to kiss
No. Caller, stop, bro. Listen to the man's question, man.
So you were dancing.
No.
So listen to me, brother. Okay, just chill for a second. So you were dancing. and she just out of the blue grabbed your shit?
I would say it was because of what we were talking about. That's when she grabbed my shit.
Okay, what were y'all talking about?
When I was talking about taking her home and to fuck her, that's when she grabbed my shit.
Okay, stop right there. So when you were talking about taking her home and fucking her, what was her response to that, either prior to or as she was grabbing your shit?
She had like a face like.
Fam, brother. I don't give a fuck about her face.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm asking you.
Sorry.
While you were telling her you wanted to take her home, what did she say verbally? What was her verbal response to that?
She asked me where I lived.
Okay, continue. And bro, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna simplify the question because this is taking too long. So when she was grabbing on your shit, I'm assuming you were talking to her about taking you home, and you tried to kiss her, and she moved her face. Was she still grabbing on you at that time?
Yeah, she was still grabbing on me.
So to Miles's point, you were cool with crumbs. As long as she was touching your joint, you were happy with that. Were you not?
I mean, I was confused because it never happened to me like that. So
let me. This is Jay Roman, and I'm gonna tell you what happened, and we're gonna just be honest with the whole situation. You were dancing with this lady. Y'all was grinding, so you went to the next level. She asked you what you want. You said, "Oh, I want to take you home and do this and that to you." She grabbed on you, and you thought you still had a chance for that to happen, and that's why you let her continue to grab you. And as things were going, you were thinking, "Yeah, I got this one. We're about to go to my place." But then she's like, "Nah, we're not going to do that." So you finally realize, like, this is pointless. I didn't let her spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes of my time in this spot. It's time for me to move on. You done gave her a whole bunch of your fun time without the results you wanted. And so then you moved on, but you're still looking at her thinking that she's going to change her mind once again, because when you went to the other room, you focused on her instead of having a good time. Now, I'm not saying that when she left, you didn't continue to have a good time or anything, but you just spent a lot of time trying to put yourself in a position to be chosen by her for this to happen. Does that sum it up?
It's correct, but not entirely correct. But yeah.
So okay, so here's the thing. Okay, and I know you said a little while ago that you were confused. There's really nothing to be confused by. Okay, and this is what I mean by that. If you wanted something to happen and you verbalized to her for your desire to make something happen, and she refused, all that matters is that she wasn't with it. Okay, there's no reason to look in your head and be like, why did she do that? I'm confused. I wonder why. All that matters is you thought something was going to happen. She made it clear it wasn't. It's really that simple.
Okay.
Right, any more questions, caller?
No, that was it. Thanks,
all right.
guys.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call. All right, so we got 678. You're on live with Kazak, J. Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, it's Efosa. How you doing?
Efosa, what's going on with you, man? How's everything?
Good. So I got a question.
How old are you again?
26.
26. All right, cool. What's your question?
Are you sitting on the toilet, man? Because I can't talk to you while you're taking a dump or nothing, man. You sound like you're in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
So I want to know that how I can, eliminate my mistake prone.
Eliminate your what?
My mistakes prone. I'm mistake prone. So how I can eliminate my mistakes?
Efosa, you have to explain to us. You have to elaborate. What do you mean by your mistake prone? What type of mistakes are you making that you would like to eliminate?
Say, for example, I'm saying that let's say I talk too much. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of speaking the most important information, I speak everything that comes in my mind because I talk way too much. That's an issue. And that's how I talk myself out of the pussy because I'm talking way too much.
Okay, Ifosa, let me ask you a question. So when you are in the midst of communicating to these women, do you realize at the time that you're talking too much, or do you reflect after the fact?
A lot of cases reflect after the fact.
Okay, now this is what I want you to understand, right? Never assume that the reason why a woman isn't interested in you is because you're talking too much. Now, it could be that, but never assume that that's always the case. Sometimes a woman was never really interested in you to begin with. She just liked the attention initially, and then maybe she got a little bored and she was done with you, right? So what I don't want you to do is just assume that, well, if I say less, things are automatically going to work out for me. Okay, that's not necessarily going to work in your favor if you think like that. So when you're talking to these women, are you letting them know what you want to do right off the bat? Are you letting them know what you're trying to do with them?
Well, yeah.
Okay, and what's their response to that?
It's like two things. Sometimes they just say yes, some say no, but sometimes when I have opportunity to have sex, then let's say for example, I go to my crib and then we talk between sex. We talk on my way to the house to have sex. So I talk to her, like have a conversation. And then I say something goofy to make her turn it off.
So stop talking. So what you could do, Ifosa, so are you driving your car on the way to your house?
Yeah.
Okay, what you could do is and this is some real shit, okay, to kind of help you. You can have her give you some head while you drive. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can just drive. Okay, stop talking. And I said this, over communication does kill attraction, and in your case, it seems to be the case. But here's the thing, okay? Now, if the woman is down to go out with you on a date, or if she's down to go back to your spot for sex, and then she changes her mind, then you can probably say that you did talk yourself out the pussy because you was talking too much. That does happen. What I'm saying is, if you're talking to a woman and she never agrees to see you and she just rejects you, never assumes because you talk too much. It could be for a myriad of reasons. Now, in your case, if you say something goofy, either keep it on a sexual tip, keep your conversation there, or have her do something. Have her give you a hand job while you're driving, have her give you something, right? So that way you can stay focused on the task at hand. The task is to get back to your crib and make something happen. Right. So I don't know what it is you're talking about, but whatever it is you're talking about is drying up the pussy. So stop that shit. Y'all got it.
Well, and my thing is, Ifosa, why do you think you need to talk so much?
I don't know. I mean, like I'm afraid that I'll be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be awkward. I mean, quiet can be awkward sometimes. You be quiet like on a long day, and sometimes I talk to her about what things I like, my favorite music and my favorite my favorite food to eat, something like that.
Does the girl ask you any of those things?
Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay. Well, see, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So there are times where, if nobody's asking anything, there's no real need to talk. You don't have to talk all the time. Sometimes you can just enjoy someone's presence without speaking. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And sometimes it's actually better because if you know that a woman enjoys being in your presence without necessarily talking, that shows that she's actually interested in you. You get what I'm saying? Or it could be an indicator that she's interested in you. Because we need to get out of the frame of mind that we need to entertain these females, bro. It's not about that.
All
right. So yeah, just don't talk so much, and you'll be fine.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. All right, guys. Y'all could call in 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. Make sure y'all call in.
I just want to comment not on the last caller, the caller before. I think a point you made, Miles, just kind of went over a lot of people's head when you discuss when he went to try to kiss her and she backed away, and it's not just kissing. Let's say you try to grab her or say you try to do something, she backs away, but then she's still touching you or acting like she wants you sexually, but still not responding to what you're doing to her.
Right.
That's a great sign that she's toying with you. That's a real big sign she's toying with you. So the rest of that situation and that guy's story should have never happened. Once that happened, like, oh no, you're messing around.
Exactly. And it takes it, it only takes a split second, bro. It only takes a split second. You don't need to you don't need to prolong any of this stuff. But see, again, a lot of guys, they want to prolong it because they can't believe a woman is showing them any type of attention. But remember, anytime a woman is showing you attention is really because you're showing her attention. A woman just don't show attention for no reason unless she's really interested in you. So that's why you have to, you have to be in a frame of mind to direct and to direct the situation immediately to get her to do what you want to do, because that's the only way to know if she's really like fucking with you for real.
And my thing is, you don't have to turn her on. She should be turned on by who you are and how you're doing things.
Right.
And there's a difference. Like some guys, you're sitting there wasting a lot of time trying to turn her on because she's showing you a little bit of stuff. No, it's not that. If she's not turned on by the interaction that you guys are having naturally, then, that's it. Get out. Don't waste your time.
Exactly. All right, guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392.
Okay, we have another question. Actually, two other questions. Is it ever okay to pay for a circumstance that's going to get no? Hell no. Okay. Now, okay. Let me rephrase what I'm saying. Don't pay for something thinking that if you don't, sex won't happen. Okay, let me rephrase it like that. If you want to pay for a woman's Uber boxing match, wait a minute, to invite her over to watch, bro. What? let me read this whole thing. Is it ever okay to pay for a circumstance that's going to get the sex accomplished, i.e., pay for Uber, pay for a boxing match? Why would you? Number one, why are you watching TV? Okay, London Voyage, call up. Call up. Y'all want to answer this? I'm not talking no more about this shit. Call up. Y'all got it.
I'll pay for an Uber for her to leave. Not to come, though.
What's the boxing match? I thought we was coming to fuck. What are we watching the boxing match for?
Yeah, call in and elaborate. Because if something happened like this recently, you need some help. You know what I'm saying? If you got these type of questions. So
these guys that like to make these dates up, come through. We're gonna watch, the most popular thing on TV right now. We're gonna hang, have a few drinks, and then they're hoping the night will continue without stating, what they really want, how the night to end, or what they really want to do.
Right.
Let me tell bro. No woman that I met and came to my crib can ever say the TV was on. It's never for what? We're not gonna sit on the couch and just talk. What the fuck is that about?
Hey, my play was I be in the house, all the lights is off in the house. Only glow was from the TV while I was playing a video game, waiting for them to come up, right?
Yeah.
Open the door. It's all dim. It's all dim in there. There's nothing lit. nothing lit, and I don't turn on any lights or anything like that because we already know what we're here for. We already know what we're doing.
Yeah, they talking about a boxing match, but you know how long a boxing match is, niggas? Hours. What the fuck are you doing?
Facts, yo, like what are you talking about?
I don't. Well, y'all actually want women y'all just met around y'all for hours? Like that's too. She got to earn hours, nigga.
Like,
That's the whole fucking.
The TV hardly come on when a woman is over, bro. Hardly.
Yeah.
Like I'm so serious when it comes to that, bro. I've been on trips. The fucking the TV in the hotel room don't come on. It don't come on, bro, at all. Like I don't know what's up with y'all niggas, bro. Y'all claim y'all want to smash, but y'all call a chick over to do everything but.
Everything but. Everything but.
Come on, man.
Let's go to the next question. That's wild. These niggas is wild. If you have a bad first impression, then you learn some game. Can you still attract the woman? Bro, let me gentlemen. If you and a woman don't jive, don't be trying to get coaching so you can go back to that same woman and try again. Let that situation and experience go, right? And this is my thing. This is what guys have to understand. A lot of times, once a woman perceives you to be a certain way, it's very difficult to get her to look at you another way, right? So let that shit go. Right? Like y'all, Tyler, call in. London, call in.
When you have game, there's no such thing as a bad first impression.
No, not at all.
That's just what just like there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like it just doesn't matter to you. You don't care. And then on top of that, you'll be surprised that people that you thought, had a bad impression, they warm up to you real quick.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay. Hold on real quick. We good on phone calls right now?
Yeah.
All right, he says, can Miles do a program on ways to
probably talking about the masculine identity membership.
Okay, on ways to improve masculinity in general. See, no, Miles probably got some shit up there already like that. Go ahead, Miles.
But the whole like that's what each and every program is about. What do you mean?
Yeah. BP, are you even on it? Are you even part of membership? I hope you are answering them questions. Because if you were, I don't see why you would ask those questions. You would have already knew the answer to that.
Yeah, I like the way you said that, Zach, because I was definitely not calling them.
We ain't doing that. You know
I call him BIG when he on my lives. I don't fuck with that nigga. His name. 773, you on live with K Zag, J Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dom from Chicago. 25. I've been fucking with you, gentlemen. You guys keep me
Hold on. All right, cool. Well, it's a squeaking sound. Are you riding a bike or something, nigga? It sound like some squeaky pedals or some shit.
No, I'm driving. You can hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, bad. No, I was tuning into y'all live stream. I just got a quick question because I'm supposed to be having a little drink with this little bitch in like an hour, but I don't know, she be tripping. Like, I don't know. Like, Miles, I remember when you said shit like, so we scheduled a date, whatever. I called to confirm last night, whatever. She just called me again. Like, she's thirsty. Like, she's ready to see me type shit. Like, I'm finna, before I even call the bitch calling me, like, hey, when I'm gonna see you, woo, woo. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I just sent her the place, and she like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Why this bitch just text me 5 minutes later talking about, can we go here instead? And it's some fucking Jamaican spot. Like, no, bitch, we supposed to be getting drinks. So I was like, what should I do about that? Like, I know, Miles, I know you said something like that happened to you before, and you was like, nah, bitch, like, we ain't switching spots. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what the fuck I'm going to do, or not. You could get kick rocks.
Exactly.
I'm going to let y'all answer that first. I'll go last.
Well, here's the thing. You said, have you hung out with this chick before?
No, this is the first date.
Oh, so when you said she be tripping, what did you mean by that exactly?
No, I'm saying when I was on the phone, like, she was just like too thirsty. She like, what you doing? Why you ain't call me? Yeah, I'm like, bitch, did we not confirm last night? I don't have to keep calling you to confirm.
Yo, let me tell you something, my nigga. You don't need to go out on the date. I mean, you could, if you really that curious, you could see where the rabbit hole takes you. But I don't need to see where that rabbit hole takes me. If it was me, she's getting canceled on. I'm sending her the good luck. I'm good. I'm gonna have to cancel. Good luck to you text. And I'm blocking her contact too. And shout out to Renee P for the $5 super chat. She said, much love, Kerry Miles and Jay Roman. Great show. Feel free to donate to these handsome gentlemen. Appreciate you, Renee P.
Thank you.
Yeah, caller. Me personally, I'm good on that, bro. I don't need to see where that goes. I'm straight. She trying to be demanding, and she hasn't earned none of that yet. And she's trying to change plans. That's two major red flags, my nigga. To you, it might not seem like a red flag, but to me, those are huge. Because when a bitch don't want to listen to what I got to say, it's a problem. Okay, so you good then? You good? Ain't nothing else you got to figure out. Hit her back if you feel like hitting the back. If you feel like hitting the back, just be like, listen, I'm canceling. Take it easy. Good luck.
Yeah, because her ass is just like, just the way she was talking on the phone and shit is just like, I don't know, like, that bitch is giving obsessed. Like, it's giving obsessed. But if a bitch like you, she gonna like you. But the whole changing the plan shit, like, if we just confirm, why the fuck is you trying to change the place 10 minutes later? Like, I don't fuck with that. Like, it's like, nah, that shit is.
The drink spot you chose, is it a place that you're familiar with?
No, I ain't never been there. I just looked some shit up on Google because I asked her where she lives. So I was just going down Google like, all right, let me go find a little quick.
You fucked up doing that. You fucked up doing that. I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm going to let Jay Roman finish. I'm going to tell you what you did.
No, I'm with Miles. Like, yo, I'm not going through this.
Yeah. So
I will be here at this spot.
Yeah.
My thing is like, nah, I'm gonna be here at this spot. If you want to come see me, you can come see me. If not, that's it. And I'm picking a spot I'm familiar with, a spot I like to enjoy somewhere by myself. It don't matter, and that's her only saving grace right there for me. Like, this is the spot I will be at. You can come here, and it would be different than the one I chose the first time.
Right.
Okay. Let me tell you this. Okay. Number one, the fact that you Googled something close to where she was at, that was the first mistake, right? That was the very first mistake because already you're being accommodating. So let me ask you a question. Did she know that you Googled a spot or chose a spot that was convenient for her to get to?
Yeah, we was on FaceTime.
Okay, that's where you fucked up. Now I see why she did what she did. Okay, gentlemen. Okay, Carla, please listen to what I'm saying. One of the things that I talk about all the time is inadvertent behavior, meaning that you're doing something and you don't understand the ramifications, the consequences of your actions. So the moment that you showed her that you were going to set up a date close to her so she can get to easily, you already showed her that you're the type of guy to make concessions and accommodations to benefit her. So now he's thinking, oh, let me see how far I can go with how accommodating he can be. Let me tell him, I don't like that date idea. I want to do this instead. She probably assumed that you would, she either assumed you would do it or she was willing to take a gamble to see how much leverage she had in your mind, right? That's probably why she did that, because she probably thought that she had the latitude to do that based on what you did, right? Now, here's the thing with me. If I would have told her, hey, this is the day of the date, and then you called and confirmed like you said, all right, baby girl, I'll see you then. And then she called me up bugging me. How come I ain't heard from you? Me personally, I would have lost all interest right then and there. Like, I ain't even fucking with her. Like, it wouldn't even have got to the point where she trying to change the date, because I would have been done with her. Now, let's say for the sake of argument, hypothetically speaking, I went ahead and let her make it with that goofy shit, right? And then she tried to change the date. Jay Roman, what I would have said was, no, we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be here. If you want to catch up with me, I'm gonna be at the spot I told you about. And if you do show up, you got the first drink. That's what I would have did. Know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, here's the thing. Once she told you, matter of fact, once she called you bugging you about how come you ain't calling me, she is trying to control the way that you guys communicate, the frequency of it, right? So she's already trying to lead. Then when she told you, oh, I don't like this date, or I prefer to do this instead. Now she's trying to lead and dictate shit to you. So me telling her, I'm gonna be at this spot, and if you do show up, you got the first drink. That's me taking control back, like, you're not in charge. I'm leading this shit. And not only am I leading it, but I'm gonna tell you, you gotta do some extra shit now if you want me to fuck with you. Now, when I say it, I'm gonna know she might say no, but I'm cool with that. Now, if she do say yes, all that's telling me is she got it now. She know who running this shit. Y'all got it.
Yeah, and to me, Zach, it ain't gonna be the spot that I chose out of random because I don't know about that spot, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
He made accommodations for her that she knows about already, right? So he already saying, I'm coming out of my way now. Let's say maybe she heard that spot.
He wasn't even trying to be like for the bitch. Like, the reason I chose it about a bitch spot because it's like I'm finna take the bitch back to her crib. I'm fucking the bitch at her crib. I don't like bitches coming to my crib on the first drink. You tell me, bitches be crazy. So that's why I chose a spot by her crib. And it's like I'm like, shit, it wasn't none over here I know, but I'm gonna pick some shit.
But it's still accommodating to her, right? Because you chose a spot closer to hers. It's still accommodating to her because you still chose a spot closer to her. So because you feel like she's a little more comfortable when it's not so far to go, right?
No, not necessarily. It's just like I was just looking like shit. That's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, easier. I just feel like with momentum thing, when I go on a drink with a bitch, I'm gonna look whatever close by her spot, what her area is. So it's like that way, if we got a high momentum at the bar, we could go straight to her crib and get it popping. Because there's been times where I pick spots that I like that was far out and about, and you know the momentum. You know, when you in a car with a bitch for an extra 30 minutes to an hour, that's just extra time that y'all could be fucking. That I feel like the momentum is not high. And then I've been in situations like that. That's why I look at it like that. But I might be wrong.
Caller, I agree with the momentum thing, but are you picking a chick up?
No. She's just gonna meet me at the spot.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question. So when you've done this in the past, do you typically tell chicks, yo man, if you play your cards right, we might end up at your spot at the end of the night? Do you let them know that you got that in mind to actually be at their spot if everything work out?
I mean, yeah, because we literally on the phone. You got your own space, okay, whatever. I'm like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna come fuck with you until we if the vibe good, we gonna fuck and go back to your place. That's what I said. And she was like, she said, fuck. I'm like, yeah, fuck. That's only if I fucking like you and you look the way I'm fucking with you. And then, you know, I'm like, if I'm sexually attracted to you and the vibe right, we going back to your spot to fuck. And she like, okay, well, I got to make sure you sexually attracted to me and we going to have a good time, whatever. And the vibe right, that's why I chose the spot.
Okay. You know? It's all making sense. Okay, so and again, it really don't matter why. The fact of the matter is she got too many red flags to be taken seriously. But if you told her that you plan to fuck, it kind of makes sense that she's doing what she's doing. Because basically what she's trying to say is, oh, I'm gonna make a nigga work for this pussy. I'm gonna make him take me out to eat. I'm gonna make him make concessions and accommodations that are pleasing to me.
Because this bitch, we was going to a Mexican bar. And now this bitch want to pick this whole Jamaican cuisine restaurant. Like, no, bitch. I said drinks. We going to the bar. Like, this Jamaican. I'm looking into Jamaican shit. This shit, $40 a pop. I'm like, I don't think this bitch think I'm finna come in here and spend some money on her some food.
That's probably what it is. Is she feel like she got that liberty or that latitude to make you kind of jump through hoops for her to get at the pussy. You know, that's probably what this is.
Yeah, it's the fact that you She got that prostitution mentality. You know, she figured, he's expecting sex, so let me go ahead and ask for something, you know, more expensive or whatever. You know, exactly. And that's just one more indicator that ain't the type of chick you should be fucking with. You see what I'm saying? That's just one more to me. I mean, some niggas don't care, right? Because it's like, well, fuck it. If you want to go someplace expensive, I'll take it as long as we fucking. But that's not me. You know, for me, as long as if I say let's do A, B, and C, and you come back with I want to do LMNO or some shit, I'm like, bitch, I can't fuck with you.
Exactly, and that's me. That's why I call it in. I'm like, that's me. Miles got the mindset like me. Like, even though I do want to fuck, it's just like this is my rules. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you meet me at the spot, this spot, ain't no switching up because it's like that shit dead. Like, especially if we confirmed it. You could have been like, oh no, let's not. Especially when you on FaceTime. We looking at the places together. And I'm like, I'm gonna choose this spot. She like, okay, that's some.
You looking at the places together? Wait. No, bro. What did you say? We looking at the places together?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
We was on FaceTime.
So let me ask you this.
We was looking at it together. I was looking at it by myself, but I was telling others there's places that I was
Bro,
seeing.
no. All you need to do is say, I know this really dope spot. I'm gonna send you the link. That's it.
Right.
You don't need to be qualified. Bro, let me tell you something. No. Brother. Just because you did one aspect of what I said to do don't mean you all good, bro. You hear me?
Facts.
God damn. Y'all niggas be trying to come up with excuses. Listen, you should have, bro, again, you go into the what are you, a truck driver? What's your thing?
What you mean? Like occupation?
You go into it sounds like you going into these different towns and shit. What do you do?
No, I'm a teacher.
You a teacher. So
yes, sir.
So this is a chick that's in your city?
Yeah.
So you don't know the places you like to hang out in your own city already?
I'm in Chicago. Chicago big as fuck. So it's like it's kind of like
nigga. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you or do you not know the places you already like to hang out in, my nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing you got to do is send the shorty a link, and it's on her to show up. That's it. What are we talking about? I don't give a fuck how big Chicago is. I've had women drive 2.5 hours for a half hour a dick in the middle of the night with her fucking underage kids sleeping or hopefully sleeping because ain't nobody in the house to watch them, but she want dick that bad. So what do I care about how big the state is? If a female want to come, she gonna come. Yo, I saw a video the other day of a bitch at a fucking Sexy Red concert or a Sukihana concert. What in these concerts? And she had her fucking baby. She was holding her baby and twerking to the music. And niggas was saying the baby must be high on Benadryl while the baby is not waking up with the loud music. So if a bitch is willing to drug up her baby to go to a fucking concert, and you over here worried about, oh, well, Chicago's big, so, you know, blah, blah, blah. Y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas, this is why she thought she could treat you like this, homie. You out here trying to accommodate the bitch. You out here trying to, oh, well, I see this place. I'm showing this place.
Steady calling right now while I'm on the phone with y'all. She literally calling me.
Yeah, bro, cause she hungry. Nigga, she want to make sure you gonna feed her.
Yo,
she told all her girls that she's going out, and they was like, nah, don't go there. I've been there before. Go here. This is the food is good, and the whoop whoop. Like they put together this date for her.
Yo, put her on 3-way. We'll be quiet. Put her on 3-way. We'll be quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to mute myself right now.
It's on FaceTime.
Oh, it's on FaceTime?
Yeah, I can't even put it on 3-way like that.
So it's so funny. We hear more details, and it's starting to come too, right? Like so, yeah. Like that's why you chosen places closer to hers. Like you say, it's not to be accommodating, but I'm telling you right now, if a little drive kills the drive, then she really didn't have that much drive for me in the first place. That's all. That's all I know. So my thing is, it's like, go. You let her know, hey, I'm here. I'm at this spot that I like to be at. If you want to come here, you can come here. Oh, how come we ain't gonna eat there? I don't run things like that. This is how I do it. All right. I gave you a spot. You didn't agree upon that spot. You want to choose a different spot. if I'm coming to get you to go out for some drinks, I chose the spot. Next time you wanted me to meet you somewhere for some drinks, why don't you tell me the spot then?
And pay for it though.
Yeah, and pay for it. But no, I'm coming here. See, the thing is, all these signs is not just for now. Like people don't understand, and Miles, you know, I ain't gonna lie. When you be like, hey, you know, I'm the closest thing to God and stuff, I was like, ooh, that's a real hubris there, right? Like, you know, all right, brother, you know, that's how you like to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is this, you don't do things for the now. We're men. We do things for down the pipeline and later on. We're
Right.
always thinking about the future. Always. And I don't care if you're with this woman or not. You're thinking about the future and staking your bit of influence to be treated how you want to be treated by her. And it ain't just about right now. And that's the thing. Go ahead, Zach.
No, let me say this. I'm glad, caller. I'm glad that Jay Roman said what he said, because the decision making that's going on right now, the choices you're making with this woman right now, it literally sets the precedent for how the interaction between you guys are going to go. So, caller, let's say for the sake of argument, hypothetically speaking, you decide to acquiesce to her demands and you take her to the Jamaican spot. Now she knows I run shit. Not only that, now she knows he wants this pussy so bad, he's going to do whatever I want him to do so he can get it. So now she knows that pussy controls you. Your desire to want to have sex with her, you're controlled. You're heavily influenced by that. Okay, and a lot of guys, they do shit like this. And I guarantee you right now, guys that are in sexless relationships or marriages or where the woman rations the sex to them, this is exactly how it started out. Exactly how it started out, where the guy's jumping through hoops to get to the sex. And then what happens in a relationship, the woman is like, oh, if you want some pussy, you got to do this first. You got to do that first. You got to do this. And then what happens is the guy gets upset. He stops doing that shit. And then 2 weeks later, he still ain't fucking. This is exactly how it starts. I just want you guys to understand.
Or a guy that gets in trouble just for talking to another female because they know how easily you are influenced by females. Like if you can go home and say, yeah, we got a new coworker. She's pretty cool. You know, we ate lunch and did whatever. And the woman goes, oh, okay, cool. Because she knows that doesn't mean nothing to you. That doesn't mean anything to you because you're not an easily influenced guy. But the one that is, oh, let him say anything about a female. Their female at the house is like, what? What did you accept? What did you do?
Right.
You know, that's the thing. And you have to be on the P's and Q's. And that's why I say cats are lazy.
Yes, sir.
They want to take the easy way out every time because it soothes them better just for the now. But you should never just work for the now. And I tell you, people are like, well, I don't want to marry. I'm not saying if you marry her. This ain't about marrying her. This is about you making sure that you operate one way and be consistent.
Yes,
all the way through.
Well, it's about managing, because once you start dealing with a woman, even if all you have is a fuck buddy relationship, there are still boundaries and parameters, right? So you still got to manage that situation, even if it's just casual sex. You still got to manage that, and I'm gonna tell you, choosing a place and asking her opinion on what's close to her and convenient, that's not you managing. Okay, what you're showing her is, I want to have sex with you so bad, I'm going to make it super convenient for you. So I can get some pussy, right? And she knows this. Okay, I promise you she knows this. Okay, and that's why she's hitting you up. How come you ain't called me? We ain't talked. Because she's like, how dare he? How dare he not give me what I want? I know he wants this pussy. He gonna give me what he gonna talk to me when I want him to talk to me. He gonna take me where I want him to take me if you want to get at this.
Which is leading her.
The bitch older than me too, so she thinks she could just like, oh no, that's the energy I give off from this bitch, because we were just talking briefly last night when we was confirming the dating shit. She want to get married and shit. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that shit. Cause she asked me, she was like, do you believe in marriage? And I'm like, no, I don't believe in that shit. Like, I don't really fuck with that shit. And I told her why. And she like, I'm a hope it's romantic. I'm like, well, I hope you get what you looking for, but shit, I'm chilling. You feel me? I told you that.
Caller. Number one, the chick ain't gonna talk about marriage to me. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna know I ain't that nigga for that. But hypothetically speaking, if a woman brought that up to me, what I'm gonna tell her is, say, let me tell you something. All we gonna do is do this date. That's all we gonna do. I'm not worried about nothing else. I'm not thinking about nothing else. We're gonna enjoy ourselves that night. We're gonna have a great time. That's about as far in the future as we gonna look to. Now, I would have shut that shit down, and I would not explain her. I'm not gonna tell her I don't believe in marriage, or I'm not giving her none of that type of energy. I'm not going. She don't need to know all of that. All she needs to know is, hey, have your ass ready Saturday night by 7. That's it. Yeah, I got it.
Sometimes you gotta tell these ladies, I need to see a badge to answer another question, because you're rattling them off like a checklist. This is no longer a conversation; it's an interrogation. Like, hey, what happened to the fun in interacting with each other? Like, we don't even know each other yet, and you're already talking about marriage. Do you normally talk like that to everybody you meet?
Right.
See, I got questions about your personality then when it comes to stuff like that now. Like, who? Because those leads to a lot of conversations about.
She was like, you don't text me good morning, none of this. I'm like, listen, you're not even my girlfriend. Like, I ain't even met you that. You ain't even been on that level. We ain't even fuck. I told her all that shit last night.
Easy. You shouldn't have told her none of that. Bro, you giving her too much. Okay? I don't like explaining myself to women at all. If you're confused, I'll provide some clarity. Beyond that, I'm not explaining. If a chick, like, you don't even call me and text me, hey, look, I'm gonna need you to be at the spot by 7 o'clock Saturday. I'll see you then. I'm hanging up, all right? Talk to you then.
Yeah.
I'm not answering no fucking, and if she don't show up, oh fucking well. But here's the thing, Caller. It goes back to what I said earlier. The fact that you're giving her that type of energy where you are explaining yourself, basically what she's saying is, hey, I'm not comfortable with how you're interacting with me, and you're explaining why so you can make her comfortable. Fuck no.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have no resolve in yourself, lady. You know.
All right, caller.
Right, I appreciate y'all fellas though for the advice, because I need that clarity for sure.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one more thing though. I've never been a disrespectful dude, so if I ain't gonna be somewhere, I let them know. Like, I don't care about the some people just fake, and that sends the message and stuff. I just, I never been one to be like, hey, we just can't rock anymore. Like, it ain't cool for me. Like, so if you want to let her know, but I just don't feel, somebody expecting you to be somewhere that you're not there. You don't give no call to say you ain't gonna be there. Now, I ain't say you got to explain yourself, but just, this ain't gonna work out. I ain't gonna be there.
Or you could just tell us. You could tell shorty, look, don't even worry about it. Look, this ain't gonna work. But good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
All right.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for the call. All right, caller.
Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all gentlemen be safe. Appreciate y'all.
All right, you too, man. Be safe, brother. All right, guys, call in 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. Make sure y'all call in.
Okay. Let me say this real quick, guys. If you're going to do a date, plan it and then let the woman know what you decided. You choose the spot. You choose a time and a day. Now, the only thing that you need to talk to the woman about is the date and time, because she needs to be free. If she ain't free, then it makes no sense, right? But you don't negotiate the place. That's non-negotiable. Now, when it comes to the time and the actual day, you might have to negotiate that simply because she got to be free, right? Mm-hmm. Beyond that, don't be asking her what's a good place, what she's into, what does she like, all that goofy ass shit. None of that matters. Choose a spot that you're familiar with, the type of spot that if and when you go, if she don't show up, you're still going to enjoy yourself. Or if she does show up and she acting janky, you can move around and still enjoy yourself, right? Stop trying to accommodate for these women. Women, if y'all want an accommodating spot, choose a spot, break out your debit card and pay for that shit. Okay, period. Okay, you guys, when you're giving a woman your time, and you're taking time out of your life, not just your day, but you're taking time out of your life to invite this woman to enjoy your company.
Right.
Right? Enjoy your company, not the other way around, to enjoy because you know your company, you know you're a fun nigga. You don't know shit about her. So when you invite her to enjoy your company, she needs to show some appreciation by showing the fuck up, right? And not telling you, I don't know about that. What about this? No. And you don't get mad. You don't get bitter. All you need to know is, shorty ain't really feeling me like that. So let me go ahead and not fuck with her. And then she can go find another nigga to deal with, and I'll either kick it by myself or I'll find another woman that's more appreciative of the fact that I'm offering her an opportunity to chill with a real woman.
All right, we got 314. You're on live with K-Zach, J. Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you? Oh my God. So they hung up. Call back if you want. We only gonna be here for probably another 15 minutes, guys.
So there was a couple of questions that popped in. So let's go ahead and get those. London Voyage. The guys can answer your questions. I'm not answering no more of them. I'll put them up so they can answer. You need to call in. You got too many questions. Hastings, do y'all think pedestalizing women comes from social programming or male's weakness? You know what? I'm glad you asked. I got something for you, bro. All right, here we go. Where's it at? I was ready for this shit. Here we go. What does it mean to pedestalize a woman? Contrary to male instinct and social norms, for that matter, showing too much idolizing attention to a woman, commonly referred to as putting her on a pedestal or pedestalization, is often the culprit and is born out of deep-seated fear of rejection. Okay, so let me move that out the way. So when you talk about, let me get back to your question. Where does join at? So when you talk about pedestalizing women, come from social programming or male's weakness, what it comes from is you not valuing yourself, and you believe that the woman has more value than you do. Exactly. So you put her up here, right? So, I mean, you can say it's social programming, but if it was really social programming, we would all think that way. But for some of us, we know better than that. So could you say that society programs men to think a certain way? Yeah, but only weak men accept that programming.
Exactly.
Strong men be like, yo, man, that shit don't sound right to me. That sounds like some sucker shit. We automatically question it. Like, wait a minute. We automatically question it, and the reason why we do is because we put ourselves first. We put ourselves first. We're not in the business of trying to win women over and do shit so a woman will accept us. Okay, so a lot of the social programming that guys accept and they stay stuck in, you stay stuck in that mindset. But I want a girl though. I need some sex in my life. I need a woman to like me. So you do this goofy shit in hopes that you can get what it is you want. Y'all want to respond to that shit?
Yeah, I totally agree. It is both, but one of them is allowed by the other. So male weakness allows the social programming. And I'll also say too that it probably has a lot to do with, you know, a lot of these females raising these young men, you know, which creates the male weakness, which creates the pedestalization. And, you know, it's a natural practice, right? Because if you're a young man growing up and all you got is your mom, there's no dad around, you're going to end up pedestalizing your mother, who is the first example of what a female is to you. You know, and so you're going to end up, you know, either you're going to be a mama's boy or you're just going to pedestal women altogether. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we got to be careful with that shit.
Yeah, and even in those situations, I forget the exact quote or the saying on how it goes, but it kind of goes like, when I was a boy, I used to think like a boy and act like a boy and things like that. But as a man, you should start be able to think like a man, act like a man, see certain things.
You put away childish things.
Put away those childish things, right? So when I got older, I realized that, you know, a lot of us will look at our mother's relationships, right? And our mom could do no wrong. Well, maybe she could do no wrong as a mom, but that doesn't mean she can't do no wrong as a wife or girlfriend.
Right.
Right. We don't know, you know. So the thing is that you get to a certain age, you should start judging things for yourself and looking and saying, okay, Mom, I hear you, but no, I'm not going to continue to accept that. I see how things are. I understand how things are. I could see the benefit of being a man and responsible for myself and going and handling certain things a certain way.
Right.
I'm going to have to stop thinking as a child and accepting the things you fed me and think on my own. And I think that's the part where the male weakness comes in, where you continue to feed yourself whatever's comfortable instead of doing what things is a little bit difficult at the time, but will have better results.
Also, I would add this. I think some single mothers, they live vicariously through. That's what they always wanted.
All right. DC Touchmaster, what's up, man?
What's up? Linwood on the line. What's up, fellas? Mr. J. Rome, Mr. K. Zagan, and Miles. Brothers.
Hold on. It took me a minute when you said DC Touchmaster. I'm like, what the fuck? But I just think, go ahead. Go ahead.
He's a massage therapist, so
I know it took me a minute to realize who it was on the phone, but I got you. Go ahead, fam. You got it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all once again. You got two newbies watching. I don't know what the handle is, but I do, let them know when they're sitting at the front desk Saturday. Yo, check this out. So we got two of them listening. I don't know who they are, but I just passed the desk and the guy's like, "Damn!" I was like, "Yeah, keep listening." I want to say this, man. I never told this story. This is something interesting. Back in the 70s, right? Yeah, back in the 70s. Kids used to go to bars with their parents, and they'd be in the corner. This was back in the 70s. You could do that back in the 70s. I used to go to the store, pick up cigarettes for my mom. She would call the liquor store. I would get liquor and all that shit, right? Just go down there and get it, right? I was about 16, and my mother had a girlfriend who had a couple of sons, and me and him were friends. And he used to hang out more than I did. I wasn't in the street, but he used to hang out more than I did. And I started hanging out with him. They said, "Yo, man, you got to meet my boy, Sam." I'm like, "Sam?" "Yeah, man, Sam is the shit." Sam be, he was saying, Sam be, giving up the information about the streets and and how you deal with this and that. I was like, all right. So me and him and Sam hung out. He met Sam. Sam was a hairdresser who was gay. Mm-hmm. All right? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something about Sam. Sam dropped more game back in the 70s to us than I've ever heard, coming up now. We were 16 and 18 years old. And what Sam used to tell us was some of the same shit that you guys were saying, but it was in a different way. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Sam said it. And Sam had kids. He was married before and everything. His kids were a little older than us. But he said, one thing you got to do is be about yourself. Fuck everybody else. He said, y'all know what I do. Y'all know who I am. And I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. I'm going to do me and I'm going to get what I want. No bars hold. And I didn't know what that meant. Sam was grooming us. He was telling us exactly how to move in the streets. So, man, a man can be one way, but if he's, like you said, Miles, his language exposes him. Sam was gay, but he was a man. I could tell you that. And it's a little oxymoron, but he wasn't, and I got it. And Sam was the most solid man, one of the few solid men I knew in my life at that level. That's what I wanted to share, man. And he did teach us a whole lot. And he would protect us, too. He'd walk in the spot in the bar. Everybody, "Hey, Sam, who they?" He said, "I don't mess with these. These are mine. These are my boys. Don't mess with them. They're my boys." And everybody was like, "Cool. You want some Kool-Aid? You don't want this?" But Sam was a real nigga. His heart just wasn't in it. So that's what I want to share.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
That's what's up.
Appreciate the story, Unc.
Appreciate that, Fitzwell.
Yeah, have a good one, y'all. And it's the weekend. They out there shopping. Don't beat nobody over here for that parking space. All right, yo.
All right, man. Have a good weekend, man. Be safe.
I don't do crowds. I don't be at them stores and the malls like y'all be. Fuck all that. I order my shit online. So he says London Voyage. We good on calls, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we got y'all better call in. I was about to cut them phone lines. So he says, what would make you guys give a second chance if a woman last minute flake on a date? Her reasoning is car trouble, but she's willing to reschedule. Okay, let me just say this. I'm what you call a hardliner. I don't play when it comes to the flaking shit. If a woman is flaking on me, right? If she calls me, hours before Now, if she calls me like 10, 15 minutes before, nah, I ain't fucking with her at all. But if she calls me a decent time beforehand and let me know that something came up, I'm not going to offer a second date. If she wants to see me, she's gonna have to offer it. Okay, she's gonna have to be on that. Hey, I'm sorry I can't make it. I hate to be the type of woman that wastes a man's time. I'm down to reschedule on me. You know what I'm saying? Or I know you wanted to meet at the bar. How about I get the first round of drinks? If she did something like that, then more than likely, as long as she let me know in advance she couldn't make it, then I'm more likely to say, all right, cool. But I'm not about to offer a rescheduled date and pay for that shit too. No. That's just me personally. I don't do that.
No, I'm with you, Zach. For me.
All right, here we go. We got 330. 330, you are on live with K-Zag, J. Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
What's going on, fellas? This is Jay Sean from Akron, Ohio.
Jay Sean, what's going on, man? 30 years old. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? How you been?
I've been pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just charging up my car, and I seen that you were live, and I seen a topic, and I definitely need to call in. You know,
this nigga flexing. He's charging up his car.
Hold on, Mr. Tesla. Okay, all right, Tesla guy. All right, go ahead, fam. Do your thing.
Nigga, he EV maxing. Oh shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no, so trying to keep a woman will cause you to lose her.
Yeah.
So I'm dealing with a chick that I've been messing with for about 6 months now. I ain't gonna lie, I do like her, but she posted a video. I told her some time ago that I don't like being represented online. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real private when it comes to like people who I'm fucking with. And this was before we were fucking around and shit. We were just cool, knowing each other through a mutual friend. And we went to the ball game, and I seen her post, and she had me in the video. So that shit automatically set me off. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, I told her before. I don't care how long ago it was. I'm real private about certain shit, so I had to let her know. And I told her, I was like, yo, listen, I told you that before that I don't like being posted a certain way, and I got a big issue with that. So go ahead, take that off. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be nothing after that.
Right.
Well, she's like, well, I definitely understand what you're saying, but, I don't want to, I want people to see, what the fuck did she say? I want people to be able to see certain aspects of my life and all this other shit. I was like, okay, that's cool. Go ahead, take me off. We don't need to deal with each other anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mind you, I do like her. You know what I mean? She helps me out with like some business and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it would have been a loss for her to lose me and shit. But, I was willing to go ahead and break that off no matter how much I liked her, no matter like if she was helping me with my mission and all the other shit. She wasn't listening. She basically disobeyed something I said previously.
Right.
And I was willing to go ahead and break that away. And she ended up coming around. She was like, no, I don't want to, it's not that serious for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just saying that, this is an aspect of my life. We was just at the game. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I was like, no, I get it. But, this is something I'm not willing to deal with. And we got a problem with that. We don't need to go ahead, keep dealing with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? So, me willing to walk away from a situation, even though I like the person, they was bringing me value with what I was asking and being cooperative, bringing resistance on that behalf. I didn't give a fuck if I kept her. No, I didn't give a fuck about keeping her because I'm not going to deal with someone who's not going to listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And seeing that I was willing to leave made her like, oh shit, I'm not used to someone just willing to stay on business like that.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question though. Did you tell her if you don't take it down, I'm leaving you? Did you put it like that, like an ultimatum?
I put it just like that.
See, I wouldn't put it like that. Okay, and because to me, the problem with ultimatums, this is just my personal opinion. The problem with ultimatums is it put people in a position to do something they otherwise wouldn't do, and that can lead to animosity and resentment. So me personally, if you told her in the beginning, hey, I'm not the type to post my personal life on social media. If you just would have said that, now and months later, she put the joint up, you could have been like, hey, I would appreciate if you take the joint down. I don't like posting. I don't like my personal life to be posted on videos. I understand it's a video you took, but because I'm in it, I'm gonna need you to take that down. And if she would have tried to, basically refuse to do that, I would have been like, all right, that's what's up. And I just would have told her, hey, look, you and I were not gonna work out. Because that's not really an ultimatum. I'm just letting her know I'm dissatisfied with that.
Right.
You and I are not gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? But good luck to you. And if she would have kept it up, fuck it, keep it up. But you can't have me, right? So again, that's just my personal opinion. Y'all got it.
I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know your boundaries. You gotta know what's important to you, and if the chick wants to be a part of your life, she has to know that too. I mean, however you do that is however you do it. But the bottom line is, she knew how serious you were. You understand? And that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, how you do it will can breed certain things, but the bottom line is you got to know your boundaries and know what's important to you, and understand that no relationship is more important than whatever's important to you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, again, we spoke about it in the beginning of the show, like, we're all gonna die. You understand? So we don't own anything. We're not attached to anything. And if I'm in a situation where something that is important to me is being compromised at the hands of a female, then it's not going to work, regardless of what that thing is.
Right.
And I will tell you this too.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will tell you this too. Now, you said she brings value to you when it comes to business, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so also there's a different level of this where you guys cannot be together but still work together in business.
Right.
But it's all the way you set up the respect that she has for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't always have to equate to, well, I lost her and whatever she brought. It could be like, hey, you like to live your life on social media. I don't. And that's fine. You can do that with you and your personal life. Just as far as for me, I don't live it like that. So let's just handle each other business like. Right? See, a lot of guys, they only equate this value to when they bring something to the business, and then they be like, oh, she was bringing me value to the business, and that's why she brings value to me. Well, to me, value should come for more than her bringing value to the business, because you can always separate that. You can meet a woman that can bring value to your business that you don't interact with like that, right? So, there's another level where you can say, hey, we could still do business, but I realize that personally we can't really rock because of the way you live life in front of social media. That's not me.
Right.
And that's fine for you.
Yeah.
No knock on that. It's just not my style. We can't really rock like that. But business wise, I appreciate what you bring, and let's keep making some money together.
Yeah. And to that point, it was more of a nuanced thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way I was separating us, it still would have been a business thing, to where she's still, like with Miles, he does photography and stuff like that. I know he has girls that send clients his way. That's kind of how it was for her, sending me stuff. So we were still cool and all, but just dealing on that level, when it comes to a boundary of mine, I had to set that standard. If she wasn't willing to not be resistant to that and just go with that I lay down, then I'm cool on that aspect. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to guard against, because I hear this a lot with gentlemen talk about the ladies bringing a certain amount of value because they're dealing with them in business. And I'm trying to guard against you guys setting them up to bring value. They should bring a certain amount of value on their own, right?
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that because she shouldn't be an integral part of your business. What Miles is talking about is just word of mouth referrals. That's completely different than a woman being an integral part of your business, where if she was no longer involved, it would drastically impact your cash flow.
Right.
Well, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I mean this in the most respectful way. Don't take this any kind of way. I never stated that she was an integral part of the business. She was just helping me out with stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you. No, that's cool.
No, I understand. You just added it to the value tally, though. When you was like, well, she does bring value to me. And to me, that's all good. But a lot of gentlemen lately, and I'm not saying when they call, part of that value is what they do for business. Like that's the only value that is acceptable. Okay. And I'm saying is it's getting to a point now where it's almost like we're making them be valuable to us by helping out in business, just so we can label them as being valuable to us. And we should start seeing a little more value outside of that. You know, it's almost be the way she moves naturally that we say, oh, okay, she's helped me out with this, and that. You know, it shouldn't just be for business on what makes her valuable.
I agree with that.
Because game can always separate that.
Facts. I definitely agree with that.
All right.
Well, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wanted to call in and support the show. I know it's been a while. So I wanted to call in, just hopped on YouTube. I see y'all boys live. You feel me?
Appreciate it, man. Hey, how much? What's the percentage on the charge on the EV, man?
Bro, so I spend anywhere from $4 to $12 just to charge the car, and I get about 300 miles to a charge. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to charge up.
Oh, okay. No, but I'm saying, are you charging it right now?
Yeah.
How much? How much charge? What's that? What's the status?
How much charge I got left?
No, how much? Yeah, where is it at now? You're charging right now. How much charge you got?
I got about 260 miles charged up right now, and it maxes out at 300 miles.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
All right, I've been thinking about getting me one, man. I'm close. You know what I'm afraid of, though? I'm afraid because it's all the technology, right? I hop in the car, and it says, Jay Roman, you ain't paid your taxes. Boop. We lock all the doors and take you straight to the tax board, right? And you ain't got no choice, right? You know, a cat hopping in. Hey, you got a warrant. You know, please be mindful. We're going to the police station. You know, like, hey, that's just a lot of technology for me right now. Like, you know, I could roll out my car right now. You know, but this ain't. So.
Hey, I appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, hey, them bitches fast. You know what I'm saying? Charging is cheap as hell. They look cool. You know, I never had a car where people be complimenting me on the shit. So it's.
Well, what you got? You got a Plaid?
Sports car or something.
Jay Sean, you got a Plaid Tesla?
No, not a Plaid. I ain't there yet.
Okay.
I ain't there yet, but I'm gonna get there though.
All right. What's up?
All right.
I appreciate you, Jay Sean. Good hearing from you, bro. All right, talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
All
right, so let me kill these lines real quick.
So you got these questions. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna see if there's any better questions. You got some questions that are kind of these questions niggas be asking. Okay, but we're gonna get to it though. Fuck it. So he says, so what is fear of rejection? I don't know. I'm not afraid of rejection, so I don't know. Is it really fear of being alone because one is not comfortable with themselves to begin with? I mean, it could be that, and it could be the fear of being alone. It could be being told no. You got to understand, a lot of guys that have a fear of rejection, it stems from low self-esteem. It stems from them not being secure with who they are. Because if they were secure with who they are, and if they had a high degree of self-esteem, and also if they were self-assured men, a woman telling them no wouldn't impact them. So a lot of guys who have a fear of rejection, they have issues, okay, beyond just simply being afraid of being told no.
I'll say it like this. I say fear of rejection is a misunderstanding of what actually happens when you meet a woman. I think too many men think that meeting women or talking to women or, working on your social skills is actually about each individual woman. They really don't understand that it's about honing your skills. You understand? Like for example, a lot of people think that competition has to do with your opponent or the other team or the other person.
Yep.
What they don't realize is that competition has everything to do with the improvement of yourself through practice and working on your craft. So the comparison or the competition is really you from before you put in the work. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, the woman that you're talking to or the opponent that you are facing is literally just a mechanism to indicate where you need to put in work. You understand? It's a mechanism that shows you, okay, well, maybe you need to work on this. Maybe you need to work on that. So if you, let's just say you boxing somebody and they keep catching you with a right hook, that means you need to work on your defense on the right side. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to hold the phone. You need to, after you throw your jab, you need to bring it back fast and get back in your defensive stance. You need to work on that. You need to work on your reflexes. Same thing if you go out and you talk to 10 women and all of them is somehow disinterested or doesn't want to engage with you, maybe there's something about your approach. Maybe there's something about your demeanor. Maybe there's something about your attitude that you need to work on. So it's not about the women telling you no. It's about using the information that you get from meeting these different women to help you to work on your craft.
You know what I'll do as a former track dude, I'll use track and field to correlate what you just said. One of the things when you run a race, whether it's a sprint or long distance, you're always trying to set a new personal time.
Exactly.
You're not racing against the people on the track.
Nope.
You're trying to set a new personal time. So I don't care if I come in last place. If that's the fastest time I ever ran while coming in last place, I won. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't win the race, but I won as far as improving myself. So all the hard work I did leading up to that race paid off because I got a new personal best. So and it's the same thing with guys. There is no man on the face of the planet that's my competition when it comes to women. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, in a woman's eyes, she might be comparing me to other guys, which is she's supposed to do that. But for me, I'm not looking at the fact that he's taller or he got a Rolls Royce in the parking lot and I got a fucking Toyota Camry. I'm not looking at that, right? At the end of the day, when I've dealt with women, when I walk away from that interaction, I want to feel like I didn't compromise my honor, integrity, or dignity talking to her. Right. And whatever I wanted to say, I said it unapologetically, and I got my shit off. So if I said what I wanted to say, whether she says yay or nay, it matters not. Y'all got it.
My thing is, even though the game is perfect, human beings are not. So you guys always are afraid to fail in moments because it shows how you're not there, right? It shows a little bit about yourself. It shows where you need to improve. It won't let you lie to yourself. To me, failure won't let you lie to yourself. You can lie like these cats that they play in a video game, right? And they Jordan or they LeBron on the video game, but you get out to the court and they swear they could do it like that, but then they realize they can't. Right. And in that moment, they have to realize something about themselves. Like, it don't matter how great I thought of me, I failed in that moment. Now, when you fail in that moment, do you shake it off? Do you realize, hey, I just need to practice or hey, she ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't for me or whatever. A lot of cats don't want to fail in that moment. They don't want to learn from it. They don't want to get to the point where they realize, shit, this ain't even failure. Me talking and saying hello to somebody ain't even failure. Like, and sometimes cats don't even want to talk to people in public with other people. Like, they'll get at somebody in the elevator. It's just two people. Hey, can I get your number? No? Okay. They feel all right about that. But if that same person was sit at the bus stop next to somebody else and they was like, hey, can I get your number? She said no. Now I'm ashamed because other people saw it. I failed in that moment. And you'll get to a point where you realize the only thing that is rejection is your own thoughts.
Right.
It ain't nobody else's.
Exactly. Real shit.
All right. So y'all want to do another question? Y'all ready to bounce?
You got any more? What you got?
I got one question. Go ahead, Jay Roman. What were you saying?
No, I said let's do the questions because cats, know, throughout the thing.
And I want to address this question because I'm getting tired of people asking this question. So he says, I heard Steve say you get the D off the market while Lucario says, I don't even want to read the whole thing. We're different men. You're not confused. There is no confusion. You're listening to two different guys. Shout out to the homie Steve. I saw him in the chat earlier, right? This is what you guys need to do, because a lot of you guys, y'all listen to all of us. Y'all might watch us together on the Real Game No Theory podcast, or right here, on the Manhood is a Skill Set show, or when L and Lucario do, they joints, and when Jay Roman and 50 do they joints on Mondays. Y'all might watch us in tandems or groups, and y'all might watch us individually. We might have a lot of things in common as far as how we view shit, but we're different men.
Right.
We're different men. If we all dealt, everybody on the Real Game No Theory podcast and Jay Roman, if we all dealt with the same woman, she is not going to come back with the same type of shit to say about us, because we're different.
Exactly.
No, she might see similarities. She might say, hey, one thing I can tell you, they're all men and they really only deal with women on their terms. Yes, they might be able to say that, but when it comes to how we deal with them individually, no, it's going to be a different experience, man. Y'all want to just
I'll put it like this: different men, different levels of game, different dojos, right? There's different styles of fighting, but it's all to whoop your ass, right? So
there you go.
There's different styles that everybody gets and different experiences to get you there. So, and that's why I remember a long time ago we was talking about it, Zach, and I said the way people take information in kind of really bothers me, because they take it in like they can do things exactly like you say it.
Right.
And I can't do exactly like Miles say it or Zach say it. I have to do things how I say it, but the same essence is there.
Right.
And I think that's the point that you guys are missing, is that some people can walk in the room and stand there, look around and say something and other people might have to walk in the room, be quiet, pause a minute, and then say something and people respond. So you have to figure out, one, what type of man you are, what type of qualities you have, how to best highlight those, and then go from there and figure out what type of man you're going to be.
Let me say this. Shout out to Miles for the Masculine Identity Membership.com. Because if you knew your identity, you wouldn't ask this question. You wouldn't be confused. Jay Roman, you said something, right? And that is, we all have our own unique personality, right? And that's what guys fail to understand. Your personality, okay, your own unique authenticity should be driving the way that you view shit and the way that you do shit.
Right.
The problem is, y'all listen, like Jay Roman was saying, y'all listen to certain things that we say. This is why when guys try and copy what Miles does, when he asked a young lady, hey, would there be anyone that would have a problem with me taking you out for a drink? Or however you say it, I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying. But a lot of you guys, I'm going to go say that to a chick. But what you fail to realize, you're not Miles, though, right? And also, when Miles says it, he has a different train of thought.
Right.
Than you, which is what's leading him to say that, because it's part of his own unique personality.
Right.
So if you take something that someone says and you say it, it's not going to have the same impact because it's not a part of your unique personality. So when you listening to us say shit, what you should be doing is deciphering what's relatable to your personality. Like, based on my personality, I rock with the fuck Jay Roman say. What he says makes more sense to me because that's more unique to me. What Lucario says, I can't talk about fucking a chick. I can't use no X-rated language because that's not me. I don't like talking like that. Cool. Don't say what he says. Okay. If you listen to Steve, Steve's talking about marinate the pussy. You know what? I like to take my time and play with my food first. All right, cool. That means what Steve says relates to you more. So maybe if you're going to take advice from somebody, take it from the person that's more relatable and that makes more sense to your own personality.
Exactly. If you heard a man say something, then speak to that man. You got to speak to that man. You got to respect the individuality, man. You got to respect each man's identity. If a man says something that you need clarity on, then you got to go to that man for the clarity. You can't come over here, Lucario, and with all due respect, those are the homies, but they're not here right now. And I'm not gonna sit here and fucking try to assume what's going on in Steve the Dean mind, or assume what's going on in Lucario mind, and try to explain to you what the fuck you talking about when you could just as easily go on their show. They do shows too. Like, come on, man. They do shows and we do a show together. So you can wait till tomorrow, 12 noon, Real Game No Theory, and call in.
Why are you here asking that question? We don't. What you think we're gonna do? Dog them out for you? You know what I'm saying? Talk shit about them for you? Come on, man. No. Yeah. Why are you here? Because you know, if you ask Steve that question, he gonna curse you the fuck out. You know that's gonna happen. All right. So on that note, man, y'all want to plug anything before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, make sure y'all get your soap, man. Y'all already know what it is. Get your soap. Hit the QR code and get your soap. And Lucario and myself, we got the holiday sale coming up where if you join the Masculine Identity membership or the Bad Boy membership, you also get what's called the Bad Boy package, plus the new program on how to begin and conduct a non-monogamous relationship. So make sure you guys holla at us. The holiday sale is starting on Monday. So get your coins together, and do it right and join the Masculine Identity membership or join the Bad Boy membership. Like I said, the sale is starting Monday. So make sure y'all check us out on Media Mondays where we're going to do the announcement and everything going to go down there.
There you go. Jay Roman.
Yeah, like always, join us next Saturday for this show. Manhood is a skill set show.
Sir.
Also tomorrow for Real Game No Theory. Tune in. Love that show. I am not on it. I don't care. I'll be there laughing and enjoying it like everybody else. And then on Monday, me and 50, we do our little show, The Chronicles, the Cigar Chronicle show.
All right.
You know, a great time to call, open platform there to just, you know, talk a little stuff about a lot of things going on.
London Voyage. Yes. The website is up for the soap. It's been up for like a minute, bro, since before you even asked that question. Go back and watch the replay because we're about to end this shit now. We out. Hey, the return of manhood. Manhood is a skillset.com. Fuck with us tomorrow, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. The Real Game No Theory podcast. We out.